All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, everybody? Quick upload for you guys. Sorry, I got the hood on. It is, I live in Buffalo right now, so it is really, really freaking cold over here. But the Florida Gators just defeated the Virginia Cavaliers 36-28. Very, very good game. Really, really good game. This was a New Year's Six bowl game. I know a lot of people are probably going to skip out on the bowls and maybe wait for the national championship or their teams to play. But this was a really, really good game to watch. It was on a Monday. We don't have Monday Night Football, so this was technically, this is the college football version of Monday Night Football, but overall good game. Right? Whether if you're a Cavalier or if you're a Gator, you got to be proud with the team. Got to be proud with your the team. You got to be proud with your team. Got to be proud with the effort that these guys played in. Got to be proud with the coaching staff. Got to be proud just with everybody, especially Virginia, where they were at a couple, 2, 3 years ago when they were pretty much just they were a mediocre program. And last year, these guys had a pretty good season, and now you guys made it to, and you guys won the ACC Coastal Division. You guys won. Well, you guys didn't win it, but you guys played in the ACC Championship game, I believe, for the first time too. And you guys competed in the New Year's Six bowl game. So your program can definitely look up, and hopefully Virginia can be back and can definitely compete potentially for an ACC championship next year. Florida, huge game for you guys. I know that you guys definitely needed this game, especially because you had those heartbreaking losses to Georgia, but you guys were literally one game away in each of the last 2 seasons of making it to an SEC championship game. And not just making it to an SEC championship game. I know, right, they made it to back-to-back SEC championship games and then get obliterated by the University of Alabama. But if you guys actually would have made it there and won, you guys probably could have been playing for a spot in the college football playoffs. So Florida, the Gators are very close, right? They've gotten back-to-back really, really good recruiting classes, top 10 recruiting classes, especially with this one coming in. It's going to be phenomenal. And I know it sucks that LaMichael Piron, Swain, Cleveland, Zaniga, Galliard. I mean, just Henderson. I know he didn't play; he skipped out in this game. But Henderson is going to the pros. I think Marco Wilson's also going to the pros. I mean, so Florida's gonna miss some guys, but there was a lot of young guys that played today. I know Clark Elam. He had a pretty good interception. They had some young guys step in there and play. And I feel like they did a pretty good job. The Gators, I think, they're gonna look up. I think that there's a huge possibility that Florida can definitely win the SCs, because I don't see anybody in the East that can compete with Florida in the Georgia Bulldogs this year. I really don't see anybody in these. Maybe Tennessee. Tennessee's actually Tennessee's a program that I think could maybe compete. I actually can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, Tennessee's a program that could compete. But besides that, it's really Georgia and Florida all day as far as those borderline type of elite programs that that as soon as they win the East, they're going to compete hard in the SEC championship game. So yeah. Back-to-back New Year's Six bowl games. They beat Michigan for the Peach Bowl, and now they win the Orange Bowl, and this was in Florida too. So I know that this is definitely a very important game, and they got it done in the state of Florida. So yeah, just a overall really good game. LaMichael Piron was a great send-off for him. Had over 100 yards rushing in this game. Had a huge 61-yard grab. Had some receptions. Michael Piron did his thing. Who else did their thing? Van Jefferson. This was a good send-off for him. Had over 100 yards this game. I know he's a guy that I feel like has been a little underutilized, but Florida's just had nothing but weapons, man. Kyle Pitts, Swain, Cleveland. You got to distribute the ball to those guys. But again, that was a good send-off game, kind of for Van Jefferson. And just the rest of the seniors out there, man. I mean, again, 2 years ago, these guys were 4-8, and now they're 11-2. All right, these guys are 11-2, and again, the program is looking up. It's close. I know Gator fans are definitely going to have huge expectations for competing for a national championship, but they're close. I mean, you have back-to-back New Year's Six bowl games. It's now time to compete for a championship. It's time. And again, to get there, you got to get past that Georgia hurdle. You have got to get past that Georgia hurdle if you guys want to compete for a national championship. For Virginia, like I said, I know it sucks losing this game. I know you got guys like Perkins, who's again a legendary quarterback in the program, help turn that program around. But I think with Mendenhall there, I think that the program is going up. I think it is. I think that he's proven as a coach that he can develop players, whether if they're 2 stars, 3 stars, walk-ons, it doesn't really matter. He can develop any type of caliber of player. And again, the Coastal sucks. So Virginia, as far as them taking over for the division for the next year, it's a very very high possibility. And as a Cavalier fan, you got to be excited with the future of your program. So overall, that's all I pretty much got. Quick upload. The Gators win the 2019 Orange Bowl. I know it's definitely good, especially because we're going into New Year's, into 2020. So I felt like overall it's a good send-off, even for both programs, whether if you win or lose. It was a good send-off because both teams are in a New Year's Six bowl game, especially for the Florida Gators because in the state of Florida, but Virginia, their first time in a New Year's Six bowl game, so really nothing to hang their hats off about. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll check you guys out later. Peace.